Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Bait Shop. I am still the Chad. This is my pal and co-host and partner in crime, Mr. Freddy's Outdoor Adventures of Freddy Cats, and Freddy works wonders with wood plates and stuff and all other kinds of adventures. And of course, this is season 2 since we've started the new channel. So season 2, episode 2 of 2022. It's only fitting that we welcome in our friends and Stan 3. Two Stan's fishing. I went there. Yay! Welcome, fellas. Welcome.
Thank you. It's awesome to be here.
Glad to have you both. I give my buddy Stan 3 all kinds of grief, but he knows that he's my third favorite Stan, so it's all good. All right. Let's say hello to some of our friends in here. We've got 43 people already waiting. Avid was here at 10:29 a.m. waiting for this. Welcome, Avid. Brian B. We're going to call him Brian B. Graceful after his live today.
Hey, Chad.
He did some acrobatics with some fish. What?
Did you know there was a little button on there where you can click the participants and get a list of them?
I did.
Jody showed me that the other night. It's pretty cool.
I did, but then I forget when I get to the bottom of who I said hi to, and then there's all kinds of new people in here, so it confuses me. It's good.
And it's just not as fun going alphabetically, you know.
Yeah.
It's the bait shop. It's got to be all over the place.
Yeah, we're wonky. We don't know what we're doing. We don't know what we're talking about. Anything like that. But let's go. Let's go. Central Valley Adventures, Jason Lamb, Want to Be Outdoors, John Patrick Jr., Catfishing Crappie, what's up, Mr. Mark? Chrissy Brown, Clayton the Fishing Nut. Muskrat Adventures is in here. Philip Williams. Hooks and Hammocks is in here. I talked to them a little while ago. Made them jealous. Mike's Fishing Home. Mr. Mike Sampson.
Who that?
What? Who that?
You got Mike Irvin, Want to Be Outdoors, Linda Cox, Crappy Day Fish On, Lucky Ronnie. There's Fishing with the Chad. Oh, yeah. That guy. I
don't know what you got going on there. Did you say hi to? I lost my place. Bumping my
Nation, Mr. Lyle, Chucky Morgan, CVA. I'm getting it, Chad. Might as well.
Are you intimidated tonight? Because normally you're all like, really. Nice and loud today. Like,
no, you usually start off, then I jump in, but I figured I'd just cut you off.
Can we do something a little different? I haven't done this in a while. There's Bumping Mike Greenwell Fishing, Setting Hooks, Crust Nights. How you doing out there? There's Mark from Catfishing Crappie, Chris from Hooks and Hammocks. Uptown Chrissy Brown is out there. Where's downtown Ernie Brown? Mike Irvin, Want to Be Outdoors. Matt, how you doing? John Patrick Jr., Mike Irvin. There's Roger Muskrat. Good to see you, Roger. Linda Cox, said her before. J.R. Gray 420, good to see you. John Patrick Jr. again. Lucky Ronnie. I think we about Chucky Morgan. Did we say Chucky Morgan?
Yep.
Lyle, Panfish Nation is out there. Make sure y'all right after the bait shop, you check out Panfish Nation. One of my favorite shows.
And he's back, everybody.
There he is.
Jay from Baltimore way. Good to see you. Nett Morgan. And I think we're caught up.
I think we are. But did we say, hi to one of the most important people in my life, my beautiful wife, Dee?
The wonderful
Hello,
Dee. Hi, Dee.
Yeah, I'm sucking up because she just bought me something. So
Telly's in here as well from Hooks and Hammocks. We have to mention Telly because that is the better, taller half of that duo.
Way taller. But definitely good to see Stan. He's not 100%, but he is on his way back, and you could tell that he's still got it. So, welcome back, Mr. Stan.
Well, thank you. I hadn't done that in a while. I missed that.
I can hear you.
Brad Caldwell, Christina Donegan, and my boy J-Dog, and my BFF, Miss Tara's in the house. And last but not least, my wonderful wife, Nina's kayak crew, and I think we are completely caught up. Woo!
All right. Well, I got to say that you need to back up off my BFF because they actually showed up to my house last night and literally didn't even get out of the car. Well, he made Tara get out of the car and hand me something, and then she got back in the car and like she looked really sad because she couldn't talk to me. So apparently, you and J Dog have something to where.
I think that was a joy.
Yeah.
But if we want to go there, we can go there, Chad.
Hey, I'll sell him to the highest bidder. I don't even need a sticker.
So we've got the man, the myth, the legend times 2, stand 2 and stand 3 in the house tonight. And we are in the wonderful year of 2022, which is the new year or the year of the stands, as we're going to call it. But with that, being that 2021 is over, we have to go and say,
there you go.
Do you agree with that one, Chad?
You mean this right here?
There it is.
That one?
That's the way to bring it out.
Hey, stand 3. You remember the last time you were on here? For some reason you had an internet connection. It looks like your dad's having an internet connection tonight.
Man.
So,
man, what timing too?
I know, right?
And I just happened to have caught that.
Oh, not
so. Stand 3, it's really good to have you here tonight, my friend. Even though you and Dan Green Machine tore it up in the boat tournament on me last year, and just last month, just made me look like, well, you made me look like, Lee Evans or John Parker or Brian B. Dinkins.
Well, maybe Dee should have signed up for that tournament instead of you.
Well, the only day that we really caught fish was the day that she went with me, so.
See, there's a sign right there. No, but that was a pretty epic month for me. I mean, it was almost every time I went out, I was catching one of them monster fish. It was just, you got to be able to plan it out throughout the month. And Dan was able to get me in the long run, but it was a good, fun month. Fish were caught.
What was that last part?
Quick shout out to Miss Cindy Stokes, just joined us, Patriot James, and last but not least, we already said Roger from Muskrat.
Skip from Clearview Outdoors, Lance McCoo guy, and I seen somebody else and it just jumped. My sister Betty Jean and setting hooks and crossing eyes.
And the Kirkpatrick's, James Kirkpatrick's in here, and Real and Virtual Outdoors. And congratulations to 3+1. For hitting their 1K. They're going to have a tournament up here shortly as well. But, Chad, you've got a tournament to finish up this weekend as well, don't you?
I do, my friend. We had a great first round, and we had Creole leading the way with 11 fish over 5 pounds this weekend with a big fish of 28. And then I got it written down here somewhere, but they caught so many fish it wasn't funny. But they couldn't find fish that were bigger than bait. So Josh Dunnigan and Jerry Parker ended up with 46 blue cats under 5 pounds. Thank God that I implemented the Baldwin rule. Man.
Yeah, that's one of those tough. That's one of those tough things. It's one of those tough things in a tournament because if, they weren't necessarily targeting the smaller fish, it's just that seemed to be what was there. But to catch 46 catfish when you're casting out, you've got the bigger baits on, you're not just sitting there with a little night crawler and, just targeting the little fish. But to catch 46 catfish, that's still whatever size they are. And they were in the couple pound range, couple pounds, 3 pounds. They were decent, eater size catfish. So.
Oh yeah, I don't know how many they caught that was in the 4 pound range. And it was nice because at the very end they finally caught one that was over 5 pounds. So
got the nine pound channel cat, right?
What's that?
Wasn't it like a 9 pound channel cat that they got?
Yeah, to me it looked more like a channel cat. But just so I don't have to hear more whining that I'm already going to hear after the 46 under 5. I gave it to them. They said it identified as a blue cat, so I let them have it.
Okay.
So, what are you going to do? You know. But we did raise some some nice money for the first weekend, and we still will have, like I said, the second round this coming Saturday from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Eastern, or until the anglers decide it's too cold and they want to go home. Because I will not pull in like we did last year and have somebody like Stan get hurt or Mo Creek get hurt or Parker slip and fall and make us another epic video that we can still play from time to time.
Yeah, last year was kind of
Sorry. Oh, seeing him fall into the rear end just makes me laugh so much. I apologize for interrupting you there, Stan.
No, it's quite all right. That was well worth the interruption. Anytime there's a blooper, I mean, that just takes precedent over everything else because.
And I've seen Mr. Jeremy Colvin Jeremy Colvin Fishing is in here. Make sure we guys go over and check my buddy out there. He's another one in the same boat as myself, where YouTube hates Kentucky, and we have had to restart our channels and hoping for gold later on. Stan and I at one point were twins, and now I am way behind. Now it's me and Freddie. We're twins. So.
Just saying.
You'll get there again. You'll get there.
I know. I'm bringing Freddie along for the ride, though, this time.
Yeah, I'll tag along. But we also got LG Bass in our house and Miss Michelle. It's all mine. And last but not least, Ernie the Hog Snatcher has joined us that I've seen so far.
All right. So it's been a few minutes since Stan's kind of been off the scene trying to get recuperated and all that kind of stuff. And you were telling me it's been how long since you fished?
Since December 27th I caught a 40-plus pounder, 40-something inches, and I haven't fished since then. I've been sick since that next day.
Man.
And it's bad when Stan is actually drinking water more than Mountain Dew. Okay, folks? It's bad when he's drinking more water than he is Mountain Dew.
I've got one. I've got one in your honor, though. Stan's people call my people will make something happen.
There you go.
So when does Two Stan's 2022 going to kick off? How much longer do you think before you're going to be fully recuperated to do this, man? I want my buddy back out there on the water.
Yeah, I'll be back out there. Tomorrow I'll be doing Mountain Dew rehab work. I'll be doing, doing the show tomorrow night, 8 p.m. We'll be talking catfish live, but as far as getting back out in the cold, I'm gonna play it by ear. Everybody knows I tend to be one to push the limits or push the issue, and like I said, I haven't been this sick in decades, so I'm not messing around with it. I do not want to get back to that.
And I have it up on screen, and I want to call him out for lying because Freddie is actually the one that said we cannot forget about the great Miss Telly, the one that is even taller than Chris.
Yeah.
This tells me how close Chris is paying attention to the show tonight.
Yeah, I think he's still under the weather himself, even though he went back to work. Something's wrong, or maybe he lost a couple pennies while he was sick. I don't know. Or he's
I heard Chris the other night on Steve Douglas's show, and he didn't sound good.
Yeah, Chris has been getting over. He had COVID as well, I think it was, and short man syndrome, and he'll never get over that. But he is starting to get on the better side of all the other stuff. Megan Lee, what's going on? Megan says Telly for sure is taller. Absolutely. And that is, yeah. Oh God. Yeah. I don't know what, never mind.
Fishing and Freedom and Bobcat Outdoors Thanks for coming in. And I don't know if we mentioned Palmetto, but how you doing, Kevin?
Yeah, Mr. Stan got Palmetto earlier when he was rambling him off.
When he was almost back to Stan. He's only about 80%, I think.
Yeah.
He's getting better, but he's still only about 80%.
This is only my second time on YouTube even since the 27th. So that'll even worse than not fishing. I wasn't even on live anywhere since the 27th until yesterday when Stan 3 went out live. I jumped up with him for a little bit. So I haven't even been on a live since December 27th.
That's crazy, my friend. Hold on 1 second. I need to take care of somebody. I mean, something in the
you
chat.
Do what you got to do, but let's see. What I got. Clayton the Fishing Nuts in the house. And let's see. Since we're talking to Stan 2, we also got to talk to my man Stan 3 down below us. You've had a lot going on since Christmas yourself as well, bud.
Yes, sir. I guess the big announcement right there.
There you go.
Boom.
I'm off the market.
Congratulations, my friend.
Yep, thank you. So me and Jenny were very happy, but very busy right now. So we're getting all our stuff settled down, but we'll be back out there doing the 2-stand thing on the James River like normal.
Well, see that, that's like a 2-stand blessing. Big Papa got a little sick, so you handle some other business. You doing
That's
your
right.
thing, he's getting better. Here in the next week or a couple of days, y'all be back together and it'll be Stand 2 again.
That's
Almost
right.
like we timed it like that.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Roger, don't do it.
I seen it, but then as soon as you said it, I seen it's a trick. But no, yeah, definitely, Mr. Stan. We definitely want you to get feeling better, brother, before you get crazy and get back out there. We want you around for quite a long time, my friend.
Thank you. Yeah, it's, there's sometimes and some things you can push, and this isn't one of those times.
It's funny, like you was just saying. I was having a conversation with one of my employees this afternoon, and we were talking about that. And it's been like just work wise, I haven't missed work in almost 6 years now. And that was because I had surgery back then. And I'm the same way when it comes to this. I don't want to miss. Obviously, there's going to be times where you can't go fishing, or you can't go live because of family or health or something like that. And we just wish the best for everybody. I mean, even Stan 3 and his, but she finally put a ring on it. I mean, that's all that matters.
You like this? Put a ring on it.
That's right.
Thank you,
Hey,
Redneck.
what's going on, Andy A. and Kentucky Redneck, Mac Fishing, and I see Carolina Reel Screamers come in.
My Carolina peeps right there.
Yeah.
Stan 3, can you hold that hand back up real quick? Jamie, Carolina Reel Screamers, you see that? That's what you're supposed to put on Rebecca's finger. Just saying. Oh, okay. We can get back to the show now.
No pressure, Jamie.
Yeah.
Guys, if you don't mind, I do want to throw something out here to everybody. I'm going to take everybody off of the screen. I'll take them off in order of who I like the most. So I just wanted to show that to everybody because
I didn't. Freddie's not in that picture.
No, I had to put my own up here.
You weren't supposed to tell him, Stan.
Saw a lot of people up there. There's plenty of space.
Yeah, that was a lot of pictures.
You guys have shared pictures with me by sending them to me via like messenger or text message, stuff like that. These are ones I had in my phone, and awesome fish that people in the community have caught. And obviously, I had to throw mine and D's in there, even though I had to blow the picture up a little bit to where they were, on your guys' size. But the bait shop wall of fame. I know like Lyle does the ones with the panfish and stuff like that, and there's some stuff going on there. But every once in a while, I'd love to be able to put a background like this, and I just came up with it a little while ago, a couple hours. Muskrat, you did not send me that picture, and I thought about it afterward, and I wasn't going to redo it.
See, Roger, he don't like me or you. Okay, I'm just saying.
Oh God, here we go. Who doesn't like who? Okay, so bumping my hand in the picture. No, it's not.
I can almost forgive you for not putting me up because mine was only 20 pounds. Okay, but Rogers was 78. Just saying.
Actually, so I got to tell you the truth. Because Roger was in it, and then we have this group messenger going for the Winter Blues, and he posts this picture of me and starts whining, Chad's not my friend anymore, and this is the last time I've ever seen him, and this was 2 years ago. And I was like, you know what? Redo it. Took Roger out.
I know. Look, the chat is all upset. Everybody's upset with you. And want to say, give a shout out to Chunky Cats Fishing. Chunky's in the house. What's going on,
Elstan?
How's it going, Elston?
So what I was going for with this is with the bait shop wall of fame. If you have an epic fish, and it doesn't have to be catfish, awesome crappie or burbot or whatever, it's a great fish. If you want to send the bait shop a picture of it, unless it's actually the sturgeon made this.
Yeah, I know.
It actually is the one that replaced Roger.
Tina Ladybug and Mike's Fishing Home has joined us tonight.
Just kidding. No,
I'm not sure if you got fishing with the squirrel, but Squirrel, welcome to the chat, bud.
And I see Lance McCool guy out there also.
He's one cool guy. But yeah, no, if you're interested in doing a collage and having you guys in it, oh my God, I'm dead to everybody.
I still love you, Chad.
Thanks, buddy. Is it because your S word made it? I can't even say it anymore.
Could be.
Oh, by the way, if Megan Lee is still in here, she should be back by now after a mishap by her father's hand. Please feel free, my dear, to take care of that problem all you want the rest of the night. But yeah, no, I thought it was something cool and fun, and obviously I could have probably made a collage of hundreds of different fish and people and all that kind of stuff, and it's something I just threw together, and that might be my most favorite name ever that just came into the chat. I am so sorry, but big damn cats.
And Haslife has joined us as well.
Yeah, you gotta read Haz's comment.
And Haz's comment is pretty epic, I think.
I don't know who has who. Hey, don't be. Look, I actually gave that. I mean, and no offense here, Stan, too, but that weak fishing crew, no script. I mean, Stan 2 carries y'all, so I don't want to hear it. But I gave him some love. I put his big fish on there. It's the first one he's ever caught. It was over 5 pounds. I was proud of him. I almost got excited there, and then I had to stop myself and correct myself because Stan is part of the no script, and you know that there's some trash talk going on, Stan, right?
Hold on, Chad. Brian, y'all got room for somebody extra on the no script? Can I trade?
What?
Who said that?
Man.
All right, so I'm a little in the dark. I didn't catch the no script in this beef
Now
here.
See what happened. Now what happened, Stan 3, was Freddie and I were sitting here in chats and stuff, being all innocent like we always are. And
minding your own business.
Minding our own business. We were minding our own business. And you see what happened was Stan was sick, right? So he's kind of been not as chatty and stuff. And these two turned into internet cyber bullies to me and Freddie.
Oh.
And they're degrading the bait show, saying it's like second class, maybe even pushing third. And we don't have any business being on the same level as them. They could outfish us any day. It was just going on and on. I mean, Has had some kind of thing going on the bank side, talking about his Glizzy Master with his fan there that was with him, and his Glizzy Master tournament, and that their tournaments are better than ours. It was disrespectful, Stand 3. Stand 2 would have been embarrassed by him.
That's probably why he's been away so long, maybe.
I think he's embarrassed by him. I'm not going to lie.
He might be trying to separate himself from that no script crew. Maybe just a little.
But, they're saying, that it's going to be you three versus us two, and we could take anybody I want. And I'm like, this is technically like our 75th, 76th episode. And I've reached out to Chunky in one of his live shows, and I said, do you want to be an honorary co-host? I'm starting to recruit. I may have an honorary co-host that to be named later. It may be Chunky, it may be somebody else. I'm just saying.
So you see how he's throwing me to the side already. I'm just saying.
No, bro, you're in. You're already in. It's me and you versus the world there. So, and there's Mr. Murillo.
Best agent in the business, or special counsel.
I got to watch about half of his show from last night where he was on DuckTales. I watched it this morning, but I had to get to work and haven't been able to finish it yet. But I apparently missed.
Questions starting to come in, Chad.
Huh?
We've got questions starting to come in. This is the 2-stand and 3-stand show. We got to be asking these guys questions. I know it's the bait.
You think we will be able to fill this time
around? But Brad Caudill wants to know: are there any upcoming trips this year? Stand 2 and 3. Not you, Chad.
I mean, anytime. I mean,
I think he's trying to say is anytime he goes out, it's a special trip on the James River. You never know what's going to happen. We've caught everything from this to this and everything in between. We've caught 70-pounders, 60-pounders, 50-pounders. So you never know what's going to happen. You've caught them on little poles. We've caught them on medium action Uncle Lou rods. So it's always a special trip.
I'm trying to listen and read Chad at the same time.
But
what do you think?
I got a question.
Come on, Stan, give it to us.
All right. So I've been noticing trying to read the river with my, I don't have that good of a fish finder or anything. But do you guys notice you get a different reading going with the current or against the current? Like I feel like if I'm going with the current, I get a better reading on the bottom opposed to going against the current. It gives me a different reading, and I don't pick up the fish as good. I was curious if I'm the only one that noticed that.
Probably not, because when I'm in the lake and the current and they're pulling the lake down and there is a little bit of current, I do better reading the bottom as well, going with the current down the river, down the lake, than I do going up against it. It could be just us being in John boats. I don't know.
All right.
But that's the way it is with me. Chad's a little upset because we actually doing some kind of interview right now.
All right, I guess it's just me. Nobody else see a difference.
Brad is saying it's probably the position on the transducer, which would make sense.
It takes me a couple minutes to flip to real interview mode and question mode. What was the question? I think that's the first time I've been yelled at on my own show. Wait a minute, I put up with Dockery for how long?
Yeah. You wanted the question?
Yeah, really. What was the question again?
What is your favorite snack to bring on the boat?
Oh, my favorite snack's got to be Slim Jim, man.
Oh, okay.
Gotta have my meat and cheese sticks. That's one of my go to. I have to have it every trip.
Always a good choice. Always a good choice.
Because
I don't really.
I am.
I don't really worry too much about eating when I go out fishing. I'm focused on fishing.
Uh-huh. You're not worried about no biscuit at 8 o'clock?
Oh no.
That's what happened to me.
I said when I'm out fishing. I didn't say anything about before fishing. That's why I'm worried about that, because I need that biscuit before I get out there.
I got you.
Oh, that's right. That's why you're always late. Where is it? Where do you go?
Thanks, Roger. That could be the issue.
I'm confused. There he is.
Roger said, stand 3 for me and you if we're having those issues. It could be our transducers directly behind a rib in the boat. So it's hitting that rib, causing bubbles to hit our transducers. Maybe.
I got you.
I don't know. So back to the show. Stand 2 and stand 3. What are y'all's goals for 2022? The year of the stands.
Well, of course, we want to put 100-pound fish on a live. That's the ultimate goal this year. But for myself, it's just to keep going out there, keeping everything positive, having fun. You know, trying to pass on anything that if people have questions, we try to do things so that you know, we try to show what rigs we're using, why we're fishing, where we're fishing, different things like that. Try to help passing on the information. I think it's important also that we are ambassadors of this great sport of catfishing. So, you know, that's another thing. I like going out there every week, and it's really cool when people recognize you. They see it as that ambassador. So we have to be the ones that are doing the right things, the right care for the fish, you know, treating everybody the right way, et cetera, et cetera. But what about you, son?
Yeah, it's definitely that 100-pounder. I mean, I was right there at the 80-pound mark, caught a 76-pounder. That was the big fish of the tournament in December. So, like, I'm hungry for that 100-pounder now. It's right there. Then there's been a couple of them caught here out of the James. One was just caught by Nautical Pride not too long ago, right in the same time frame. Those big ones are out there. So I'm hungry for it. It's coming. It's coming. I don't know what I'm going to do if I catch it in that John boat.
Yep. First thing, definitely.
Just hold on.
If you are targeting big fish, this is one of the things that we definitely. Marilla says, "Doesn't that sturgeon? You mean this one right here, Michael? Count as 2 100-pound fish."
There you go. Good idea. Funny thing is, I was just talking to my aunt the night before. The night before we went out there, and I was like, "I'm catching a 100-pounder. I feel it. We're gonna do it. We're catching a 100-pounder." The next day he goes out, and then sure enough, 200-pounder. I knew you would do it. I told you to do it.
Freddie, did you? I'm not sure. You can probably still see chat. You just can't type in it. But Brad Caudill says he needs a sinkers spokesman if you want to raise.
I just replied. It's in the chat.
And if anybody out there is looking for sinkers, some of the best sinkers you're going to find is tidal weights. Check out Brad Caudill. His link is out in the description of every Two Stands video and live. We keep his description out there in the video. Tidal weights, Brad Caudill. Check him out. You won't be disappointed with his weights.
And Brad, have your people call my people.
And if you are going to be out there targeting big fish, the one thing that we really need to focus on, we've obviously got rods now. We've got rods that handle big fish. We've got, the right lines, the right baits. We need to get a hold of one of those Hydra nets, at least probably one of those monster nets. When you're trying to the net, we've got a pretty good sized net, and even 40s and 50s, it's you got to get it in there just right, use the current and let it get back down and in. But that monster net, unbelievable just how much easier it is to land the fish when you've got the great net.
Yeah, definitely need the right size net for chasing big cats.
No, you got the right size net, Chad.
Huh?
You got the right size net. You don't need the big one.
So
And there's a new name in the chat. Sturgeon's Rule Catfish Drool has joined us tonight.
Woo!
just so you know, Telly, you now also have the power. And I definitely, after the message that I got and that I seen in chat, I was afraid of being, sued by the attorney that is in there. So they also have now got the power because, well, let's face it, if he could fire Chunky Cats Fishing, he could definitely fire me. So
we've been proud to have Michael, special ambassador, special counsel for Two Stands Fishing for a while. He's got his position for life. S4, much love and respect for him. He does an awesome job, and of course, he is the official attorney agent. We all use him for all legal representation on no script. So,
well, even furthermore, he's got the Mexicat in his back pocket, who is a top secret, wears a mask and looks like Zorro sometimes. So you never know when he might show up at your door and take you out. So you got to do what the Murillos say.
I got what you're looking for.
Oh, you got it?
Yeah, I already know what you're looking for.
Because after all, I was El Mexitro for one of the Palmetto tournaments. And Mexicat was awesome. Loved the videos that he does. The humor was amazing.
What?
But he sent us a little pack. We had some Mexicat coffee mugs and etc. So,
Speaking of Palmetto Cats, the Golden Whiskers are right around the corner. And Stand 2 and Stand 3, y'all got quite a few nominations this year.
yeah,
unbelievable.
4 or 5, I think. So it was just blown away. When we watched those last year, we were really kind of just getting started. We did our first live was most of the way through October. So really that was our first. We didn't really start our channel till like 3/4 of the way through October last year. And we were like, man, next year I just want to have a channel good enough. I want to have done enough to get nominated for a Golden Whisker, and to be nominated for 5, it was just unbelievable.
Yeah,
y'all are definitely deserving of them.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Put the time in, and y'all do what you got to do, and y'all are out there. So
that's right. Though you started literally like pretty much right after the couples tournament when you and Diane were on, and then you and the boys said, you know what, we could do this.
Yeah, that was the first couples tournament. That was the first time that we were live, and
yeah. But I hate to break this to you though, Stan. So it's been told to me that even though, and I don't even think Kevin knows this yet, but even though you all were all nominated for all these other stuff, and I was honored as well to be nominated stuff for something, but there's going to be some secret write-in ballots for the Chad to be nominated for every other category, even best female angler. So Just saying, I don't know if he knows that he's going to get these ballots yet or not, but it's possible.
Fat Boy Eric's Fishing, Small Water Charters, and Joe Ponting Joe has joined us.
Yeah, I was gonna say I seen the medals and stuff that he did the little video thing for. That was pretty cool. They look good. I still like. Oh crap! I've lost her medal.
Well, that's because it's hers and not yours.
You know, I still love that. I won this for Dee. I love the medal that I won for her by being such a great husband and representing her that I wear her medal while I sit here and do my job at home.
Thank you, Mr. Kitty Whiskers. Yeah, that's the couple of awards there are just awesome. Like the dynamic duo to win that would be
yeah.
Well, first of all, duo, it's got 2 right in it. So, and then to win that with your son, that would be that's an awesome. That would be just an awesome. I can't think of the right word, but to just to be nominated with that was just absolutely amazing. And the Community Servant Award, that would be unbelievable.
Nope.
It's just unbelievable. Nominated. Yeah, Palmetto. That was it. That was pretty much our goal for 2021 was to do enough and to have a good enough channel just to be nominated for 1 Golden Whisker. So when I heard how many times that we were, I was there was a tear, definitely. That's for sure.
Yep.
No, y'all definitely put in the work for it. Y'all deserve it.
We made that goal the day, probably that same night after the Golden Whiskers went off. We were like, we got to get one of these. That was awesome. I can't believe it's come full circle now. Here it is.
Really?
D had a great post. D has a great post right there. You got to put that up.
I see it. God, you sound like her. It's like I got 2 wives.
And Ashley Brady has joined us. Welcome to the show, Ashley. Thanks for joining in. Yeah, like me, I didn't expect anything this year. Wasn't expecting it. I got luckily, me and the wife had a funny little video that got nominated. But that was going to be my goal for this year, 2022, is get nominated for, 1 Golden Whisker, and I'm already there. But no, in all honesty, you 2 guys have put in your time, and your story is great. Father-son duos are great. Anytime there's a family involved, it's wonderful. So my hat's off, and I love watching you guys.
Thank you, and to be involved with so many of the channels, like Green Machine Outdoors was nominated. We do a lot with Green Machine with Dan. Y'all seen us fishing, seen some epic things when 2 stands and Green Machine are together.
Yep.
We've broke some of those little poles on 60-pound fish. Obviously the sturgeon, just one of the other golden whiskers for the blooper was on a stand day when Dan did the diver Dan out of the boat.
Not once.
Yeah, he's done it a couple times that year. And with no script and being involved with Haz and Brian B, that's just been so much fun. And we there's a lot of ideas that we talk back and forth about back there. So just to be involved with so many other great channels is just amazing also.
Roger's talking baloney. That's all I'm seeing on
I'll say that. I meant to say that earlier. Oh, that's what I was talking about earlier when you told me to shut up. This is your show and the stand show, blah, blah, blah. I was going to bring up the most important thing that I have not yet got to see in that.
Well, don't say it.
Was they talked for over an hour about baloney on Docktails last night.
Oh,
if you haven't checked out Docktails, LG Bass, go check Tom and Miss Jody out. They do a show every Wednesday night. I actually had the honor of being their lowest rated show ever, but they've had some really awesome guests, and they do a really good show. So
I would concur.
what? That I was their lowest rated? Thanks, Stan. Stan 3, you're moving up on my list. You're almost my second favorite Stan.
No, I was talking about how they've had some awesome guests down there.
Oh, I got it. Did we say hi to Mr. Mike Chavez? I know he's getting ready to go into work, so make sure we say hi to him.
And to be able to, that was one of the highlights of the year for me and Stan 3. But when I first was watching, when we moved down to Virginia, we had no idea really about the James River. You know, we weren't really big catfishing people up in New York. Bass, pickerel, pike, trout. If it swam, we pretty much went for it, but we didn't really have big catfish up there. So it wasn't, you know, we would go catfishing, but it would be for eater-sized fish. And
like, they have what, mostly like channel cat type fishing up that way?
yeah, channel cats and bullhead was more what you were going to catch a lot of.
I remember one of the first trips we took down. We we went out. We had a decent day. We caught maybe 10 or 12 catfish. 5 pounds or something. But we were bragging to everybody that we done caught a 5-pounder of a flathead, a blue, a channel cat. Every one of them over 5 pounds. I'm going around bragging to everybody like, you know where you're at, man. And then I kind of like opened my eyes. I'm like, what are these guys talking about?
Even my first really big was only 20. Matter of fact, I think it was 22 pounds.
Yeah, you're right. Honestly,
you can't make that stuff up.
It definitely was.
Yeah, it was. I'm like, well, I don't got the phone with me, but that's the first picture. That was the first nice, really big, and it was only 22 pounds. But anyways, what I was getting at. So when I wanted to start looking to learn how to do it, I was looking up, James River catfish, and it was Mike Chavez videos were the ones that came up, and that was, probably 8 years ago. And then to actually be out there fishing with Mike Chavez and have him on stand day, we spent the whole day out there, and that was just, because to me, he's like the OG of YouTube catfishing for me. And
yeah, I remember you saying it before.
That was just unbelievable.
But yeah, I'm hoping when we go down to Lake Wiley, we're hoping to come out that way to at least around Kerr or something, and hope maybe we get a couple guys to fish out there that weekend or something. We definitely want to make it out there, and I know you're a little bit away. Your guys are all over Virginia and stuff, but if we can meet anybody when we come up that way, it'd be great. I don't know if you guys are going to Wiley, but
Lake Kerr is only about it's less than 2 hours from us. It's like an hour and 40 minutes or so. So that's I had the pleasure of fishing down there on the dock in Lake Gaston, which is sister lake of Kerr, with LG bass and catfish regulators and the 1-tonners for life. And so that was a blast down there fishing with them on the famous dock.
Yeah, that would be awesome. We're looking, I think it's about a 9 to 10 hour drive for us to go there before we head down to the Carolinas to, see if we can better our second place finish from last year.
So yeah, he's going for third this year.
No, bettering your second place finish does not mean going to third.
No, it's 1, 2.
That's right. There is nothing better than second place. I've proved that all year long.
Yes. We're making this. We're going to swing by the dock. It might be we might need a little extra day over that way.
Let me tell you about those breakfast sandwiches. When you make the bread to make the sandwich, and it's called toasting bread, and man, that's just a perfect consistency all the way through. It's got that perfect crust on it. And man, she puts that sandwich together, and the eggs are cooked perfectly. They're perfect yellow. I mean, not not a little bit overcooked here, or no, perfect all the way across. Then the cheese, and then you get that delicious special bacon that they put on there, and it's all the way across. It's a consistent bite from one to the end, and man, you open up that wrapper because she wraps them up individually because that's how special these sandwiches are, and they're thick. And you open it, and you get that grilled cheese. It brings you back to when you're a kid, and you get that beautiful bowl of tomato soup and that perfect grilled cheese sandwich. Man, and then you take that bite and you get the bacon smell in there and taste. It is just it's a phenomenal sandwich.
Stan, you had me at hello, but you're going into like, you're gonna send me into convulsion. I'm about to let you tell the damn sturgeon story, okay? You're doing-
Food Network, have your people call my people, work something out.
9 minutes away, Chad. 9 minutes. We went the whole show except for the last 9 minutes until Stan had to say bacon. We almost went a show without bacon. Jeez.
I see my buddy Mr. Tim Molina in there.
Hello,
Here,
Tim.
I gotta remove you from stream. Look, Tim, at the bottom left, Mr. Tim Molina made the Bait Shop Wall of Fame. Attaboy, that's my boy right there, my boy Blue.
And if you ever watched Tim Molina, that was another epic day when we fished against Tim.
The day that, didn't he beat you that day?
Oh, he whooped me, but that's okay. It was an awesome day of fishing. I had such a blast fishing. Thank you, Lee. I had such a blast fishing with him, and he was out with Chris Flores. You know, that's another thing this year. Actually, talking on the phone to Chris Flores, and it's just amazing that here these people are that you look at like TV stars. You know, when you start out, and now you're on like a first name basis with people, and it's just unbelievable. We spoke on the phone one night for like over an hour about different catfishing things, and
yeah,
it's just amazing.
Yeah,
and then there was Muskrat when he came. We had a great trip there. Didn't catch fish, but the cheddar betters. Let me tell you about that. When Roger talks about those cheddar betters, when you're on the boat, you just can't. Man, you get the smell coming out first.
What's that, Stan 3?
Hit the button.
Oh,
there
really?
You go.
Really? Yeah, really. Everybody act like you're really hearing what he's saying.
Mm-hmm,
oh wait, we're not muted. He can hear us.
Yep. Creole's in the house, and Lee Evans has joined us tonight.
Oh, I'm just messing with you.
And then, of course, all the fun I had there with Creole catfishing. We had Bank to Boat during the year. Awesome show. Loved working with him, and we would have the segment with Epic Catfish. On the phone with him so much this year, it's been crazy.
Yeah, it's definitely, even talking to you, even like, Brian B will call me, me and you text and stuff, and Creole and everybody. I even though we're all doing this, I still look up to most of you, except for people like Lyle and Chris Lee because they're so short. But but no, I really do. It's an honor that we do have the community that we do. It's a good community, so pretty cool. Everybody growing and get Mr. Creole to 1K. He's close. I know he was in the 900 last I looked, so got to get him over the 1K. He's next in line, or one of the next in lines.
Yeah, that should happen. That should happen real soon. If you haven't, with my broadcast brother Creole Catfishing, check them out on Tuesday nights now on Muskrat Adventures at 8 p.m. And you go over there and hook set Creole Catfishing, trying to get to that 1K.
That's right.
Deserves to be there. Definitely deserves to be there. And Kevin Palmetto Cats, the awesome tournaments that he did last year, was involved with so many of those, and
Wait. Finished second in so many of those. You got to say it right.
That's right. A second all year long. And it was only appropriate that on the last night of 2021, that my big fish for the bank tournament moved down into second place because, hey, that's, but second place has worked for me. I've rode it all year long. And I've said it many, many times, if you're taking second place, that means you're out there catching fish. So you're doing something right.
And more importantly, did you have fun every time you took second place?
Every single time.
That was branding. That was company branding. We had to get the food and everything. You know how much harder it is to take second place than to just win it every time? You got to.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
A year straight. We all know who we are now.
That's right. Just like when you targeted that small fish, you targeted the entire catfish community taking second place. Got it. Now I see what you did there, pals.
That's how it works.
You got to use that old noggin up there sometimes.
It's all about the branding. And that's actually why that's how our name, that's how we actually, because when we first started, it was just, the email name, and that was it from chat. And then we went live, and I'm never thinking this is going to be a channel, and we're going to, having shows and doing all this stuff. And then all of a sudden, it's like we start doing lives and people are watching and your numbers are going up. And then, we did Stand Day Live every Sunday since last October. If there was a tournament like the Winter Blues or Mark's 1v1s, the Palmetto, the Iron Cats, I wouldn't do the show. We wouldn't go out there, or we might go out for a little bit, but pretty much every single Sunday, Stand Day, we were out there on the river.
Do it, Freddie. But you know what? I love it. The name of your guys' channel, that it's you and your boy and two stands fishing, all that kind of stuff. But there's still a part of my heart that kind of thinks you and wish you would have went with fishing with the stands. I'm just saying, but you picked the right name for you guys, and it really has worked. So I love it, brother. But we're here wrapping up here in the next minute or two. Just make sure everybody remembers that Panfish Nation's right after this, and I believe Miss Jody is on at 10 o'clock right after Panfish Nation. So make sure you guys
what a blast! That's been a blast working with Jody. She did that flathead challenge. That was awesome working with her every week with that. And she's got a bright future here. She has a lot of fun. Great watching her shows. Ryan Bortz. I've been doing the Ryan Bortz show on 7 on Thursdays. So you want to check him out too.
Not making that mistake again.
Come on, Freddie. I'll sing it with you. Ready? Can
you feel the love tonight?
I was like, wait a minute, that don't sound like Freddie.
Just don't sing.
I'm with you. Oh, Brian,
I gotta get a couple.
Just don't do the chicken fried.
Yeah, I gotta go get a couple things out the fridge before I start singing.
Oh, you know what?
Thank you. Yeah, but thank you, Dean. Appreciate that. I'm getting there, guys. Like I said, I'm not 100% yet, but I love doing this. I love doing this stuff. I'm getting my energy back. We'll be back 100% pretty soon.
Yeah, like Dave said, don't push it. Take your time. And I can't remember what video this is, but let me see this when we'll end the show.
So if you agree, have a drink with me. Raise your glass. Little bit of chicken fried. Hope here on Friday night. American potential fried.
And the radio on.
And that's a wrap, folks. We will see you over at Panfish Nation, and we will see you this weekend right here, Winter Blues, Day 2. Man, this has got a week of number 2s. Wait a minute. That didn't sound right. Anyway, all right. We will see you guys. All right. You guys take care. Stand 3. thank you guys so much for joining me for season 2, episode 2 of 2022. Definitely appreciate having you guys on.
Been a lot of fun.
Thanks, guys.
Have a good night.